Good morning.
Good morning. Today we're coming to you from Dubrovnik, which
Croatia.
is, yes, another port in Croatia. So this is day 2 in Croatia for us. And we have a tour for those of you that are Game of Thrones fans. This tour might be for you. So we are going to some of the locations where they did the filming for the series. And we'll take you along, show you what we see, and let you know what we think.
Yeah, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
That means that you watched at least, some episodes. So, yeah, you guys both expected red color. Wow. Well, they lied to us a little bit, okay? Don't be disappointed like I was in London. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. So when they showed us entrance to the Ministry of Magic, I was like, that's not what I've seen on the screen. Yeah, the money was not a problem anymore once they brought you to the city. So they were using lots of CGI, details, which is totally reasonable if they were covering quite well.
So for those with mobility issues, there is an option to just sit and wait in a bar that is down here. And that way you don't have to miss the entire tour. You just get around the portion with the steps. Now I noticed they do have restrooms in here in the very beginning once you reach here. Okay, I am not a Game of Thrones watcher, but this is the Red Keep, whatever that is.
good afternoon, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So, the tour was a good one, in my opinion. I don't even watch the Game of Thrones, so I don't know anything about it. But the tour was nice, just seeing the architecture and things like that. Now, we are traveling with a friend, and she is all about the Game of Thrones, so she really enjoyed it. She recognized some of the scenes that they actually filmed at and things like that. So if you're into it, I think you would be happy with this tour. The guide actually had some information that was helpful as well. She had some pictures from the series so that you can put two and two together to recognize that you are in the actual setting of where the series was filmed. After that, we did walk and get a bit more of history of Dubrovnik. We saw one of the original pharmacies here. We saw one of the churches here as well. So I just thought it was a good tour. It started around, our meeting time was 7:45. The tour ends at 12 o'clock. Now, if you do want to stay in this area on your own, they do explain to you how to get back. And as long as you show these stickers, then they know that you were a part of a tour, and you get free transportation back to the port on their public transportation. So I thought that was nice. So then you don't have to cut your tour short, because our tour ends at 12, but back on board isn't until 5:30 or 6 o'clock. So that still gives you plenty of time to explore on your own.
But other than that, we got a few things that we'll do once we get on the ship, and we'll definitely bring you guys along. As for that, let's go next. Talk to you guys later. Bye. That'd be a nice hotel to stay at with that pool.
It kind of reminds me of the Amalfi Coast.
Yes, it does. I can see that.
That's what?
The Amalfi Coast.
Okay, it's me again for the last time today, I promise. I just wanted to inform you that we are on our way back to the port Bruges. As I already mentioned this morning, this is the place where all of these bigger cruise ships dock almost every day. The old port we've seen from the walls is the one not used for the bigger ships anymore, but if it's a bit busier day, then one of those smaller ones can be anchored over there in front of the old town between the island and the city. Also, I forgot to mention that even though we're dealing with such a favorite time of the year here, because it's not too busy anymore, not too hot, you can still do all of these beach activities, you know. Amazing Dubrovnik's archipelago with sandy beaches, super close to the city, rural part of our city with oyster farms and vineyards and stuff. You know, definitely, yeah, at least, you know, plenty of activities for a week or longer. But yeah, Dubrovnik is always a good idea, even though I would say, you know, those winter months, it's a bit different comparing to this time of the year. Not many shops are open or restaurants. That's kind of the easiest way to get to Dubrovnik. You can be there in like literally half an hour. Yeah. Also, we're gonna check in a second if your cruise ship is still here or not. Okay, it's there. No worries. I mean, even though, you know, you could stay with phone there in the city that you planned, just joking. It's there, and as you can see, you get back to the old town in like 10 minutes. So, you know, those shuttle buses are operating all the time. So, yeah, if you decide to do, you know, a short
dinner tonight. I don't think I tried Cagney's the last time we were on here, so this is something new for us.
So we'll definitely show you guys what we're gonna get. It's a nice menu. It's a not really upscale restaurant, but yeah, it is an upscale restaurant, right?
It is a steakhouse.
Yeah.
They do have other options, though. They have different salad offerings, and they do have lamb chops, and they do have some seafood options as well. So even if you don't like steak, you can still come here because they do have other options.
So we'll definitely show you what's on the menu and show you what we ordered. Talk to you later.